Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I am the Doctor. Well, last time, you remember, we listened to Mr. House explain his plan and didn't kill him, but did lock him in a state of suspended animation where he's powerless to do anything.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
And we also ran into this lady from the followers who asked us to bug Mr. House's stuff, which I took care of off camera, because you literally just go in, find a computer in the bar, and boom, there you're done.
It looks like we've started getting reports from the tower's network. I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this. Oh, what the hell? The bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like this was all for nothing. But you did your best. I appreciate the help.
And that, as we figured out before,
Casino, aren't we?
is the lady who programmed Yes Man.
Oh, hi. Thanks again for helping us with that data. I mean, the feed only lasted about 30 seconds, and it's not that useful, but, well, we tried.
You know, I can go back in there and try again.
We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense at first, but we decoded it. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here.
How long have you been with the followers?
About 5 years now. I have family back in Arroyo. But this is where all the good work is being done, so to speak. NCR taxes and inflation have been hard for a lot of people to deal with, and most of the money's going to the war effort. There's not much funding for medical research with OSI or any other group. Not unless it has a military application, anyway.
And this is why I'm not siding with the NCR, even though I am doing a Third Doctor playthrough, because he definitely had issues with UNIT, if not the Brigadier and many of the people in it. So, given that all their science is being geared toward military applications and not necessarily peaceful ones, that is why we are going with the Free Vegas plan.
After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping the other followers with. Oh yeah. I didn't tell you about the first time. I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind.
I risked a lot to get you that.
True. Alright. The first try was a little less professional. Someone important on the Strip had access to some of House's technology. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know, he shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so cold-blooded.
Yeah, he's especially cold-blooded right now. Did he say why he had the Securitron?
He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing. But he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the tops. Big surprise, right? Should have seen that coming.
I am kind of wondering how you got into town that time, but never mind.
The Securitron was disabled somehow. Might have been an EMP given some of the damage I saw. Anyway, he wanted it re-enabled and connected to Mr. House's data network. The trick was getting it to be invisible on the network. If Mr. House detects a rogue Securitron in his system, he remotely fries it. Getting around that security feature was a bit tricky.
You didn't think to tell anybody else about this?
Yeah, strange as it sounds, I figured that bad-mouthing one of the Strip's most powerful people wasn't a good idea. The only reason why I'm telling you any of this is because he's gone now.
Fair point. So what do you do around here?
I'm interested in medicine, but it's not my strong suit. I try to help out with any computer issues the followers have. That's why I was helping out with the research into Mr. House's technology. Trying to, anyway.
Is there another way to get to that data?
I already told you. I don't want to talk about it.
Alright.
True.
And tell me about Benny's Securitron.
Not much to tell. Benny had one of Mr. House's Securitrons deactivated and wanted it switched back on. He'd heard I was interested in Mr. House's technology, so he hit me up, so to speak.
All right.
See you when I see you.
I think that covers everything from them.
Beats being on patrol.
But there are some other people we can talk to here on the strip.
Howdy. Interested in a refreshing beverage or a tasty snack?
Do you work for one of the casinos?
Nope. Strictly independent. Well, kind of independent. To vend anything here on the strip, you gotta register with one of those police robots and sign a franchisee agreement. At the end of each day, you keep half of what you made. The rest you hand over to those bots. And they know if you're cheating.
Mr. House gets half of each day's take?
Yep, he makes the rules. It's steep, but it sure beats living in North Vegas. Here on the strip, I can afford to eat, and no one tries to kill me.
What do you sell?
Non-alcoholic beverages and snack foods. The casinos get to sell booze. No one else does.
Let me see what you have.
Take...
Oh, you knew that was coming.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Hello again. It's the most amazing place in the world, don't you think? This must be what it was like to live 1,000 years ago. There are 3 casinos open for business. Gomorrah, the Tops, and the Ultralux. They get nicer in that order. This here's the monorail station leading in from Camp McCarran. Most of my business is with soldiers coming and going on furlough.
All right. And we've got man and woman here.
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick. Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon.
And we have an option where we can, if we perceive something, get a 6 or 7, have some water or something. I wonder. And I just realized I left Eddie behind. So I don't have access to any of my... But then again, I couldn't really boost my perception, so we'll go ahead and... You're not from around here, are you?
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
You a bighorn rancher?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
And... just occurred to me...
Okay, sure.
Let me put on my brainy specs. Ah. These are not the perception boosting brainy specs, unfortunately.
Okay, sure.
I think Willow might be wearing those. Well, that does make me think.
What's up? Let's do it. Yeah.
Thought maybe there might be something she could cook that would temporarily increase my perception, but nothing for it, so okay. Well, let's go talk to Ethel.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband.
What are you and he up to out here on the strip?
He's got his reasons. And when that man gets a notion stuck in his head, he's like a bighorn or bull that's seen red. And if it means Hank Gunderson's involved, then you better step aside before the stampede tramples you over.
What's so important about Heck Gunderson?
If that's what you want to talk about, go see Walter. He'll talk your ear off. Everything he says about the evils of Heck Gunderson is true, but I've never held the notion that fighting evil with evil carries the world forward.
Is there some way I might help you out?
I don't suppose you have the magic powers necessary to bring my husband to his senses, do you? He swears he won't leave this godforsaken city until he's seen Heck suffer. So far as I can see, we're the only ones in pain.
I'll see what I can do.
That's very kind of you. Maybe this'll be the dawn of a new day.
Right, let's try it.
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
I have some questions about you.
Okay.
Tell me about your home.
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap 'em.
What's a Bighorn Ranch like?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
I'd like to ask you about the wasteland.
I know it better than my wife's corset. What about it, kid?
How do wastelanders cope with the current times?
Stealing our pure breed resolve, that's how. We faced the wasteland right in the old mug and told her to shove it. Listen, we own these lands, and I'll be damned if the NCR, those Legion bastards, or anyone else tries to walk all over us.
Where's the most dangerous places?
Hell, it's all dangerous. Know why? Because you can't trust anything that stands on two legs. If you're looking for real trouble, head straight into the mountains. Men don't walk up there, for good reasons, kid.
How are they coping?
Listen, we own these lands, and I'll be damned if the NCR,
Alright, well, apparently we will not get the option to do anything until I pass that perception check. So for now, there's nothing for it but to try and go talk to Yes Man.
So all of a sudden I'm hearing word that Mr. House ain't the boss of Vegas? Baby, that's just not square. Yeah.
I'm not sure how word of that got out,
That's
but
the guy who killed Caesar.
now I know how word of that got out, and just remember, we never did come back to pick up our pay from Tommy. Yeah, there's Hadron, there's Bruce, there's Billy, and there's the Lonesome Drifter.
Nelson will serve as an example. We'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Oh. Well, might as well take in the show.
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
Alright, I think that's enough. The stamina is impressive. I thought some of the acts took over eventually.
I dig this crazy slang.
Alright.
I got to hand it to you, baby. You did an 18-carat job on this one. My schedule's so full I couldn't put on new acts if I wanted to.
Let's talk about the acts I recruited.
Cowboy act? Yeah. He dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 3% of the cut comes to 100 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now. Unless it's right here.
And keep
You
talking.
talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe. Here's your 3%, baby. That comedian, you mean? Yeah, he was a hell of a haggler. Cost me a pretty cap. Hope he's worth it. Here's your 3%.
And the other comedian.
That ugly mug with the razor tongue? Dig it, baby. He'll be one hell of a novelty act. Just like Tommy promised. Here's your 3%.
Sounds great.
You know it, baby. Take.
And I am now accepted on the strip. And we can come back here and watch the other acts perform at different times.
The Legion better watch out now. Outrangers are going to turn the tables around.
You get your drink?
And no Sunset Sarsaparilla, unfortunately, although there is empty bottles of it behind the counter for some reason. Anyway, there is a schedule of all of the Tops acts out in front of the building. I thought there was one inside, too. We'll check that out on the way out, but we do have one bit of business to attend to. The whole quest to save New Vegas thing. Thankfully, at this point, I don't think we have to worry about the guards watching us go in here. And I thought that Yes Man came back here. Yeah, return to Yes Man. Well, where the heck is he?
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
Ah, well, in point of fact,
It's exactly like I imagined it would. Drunks, lights, hookers. It's perfect.
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with something else?
yeah, I thought you were going to be over in front of Lucky 38, but anyway, Mr. House is out of the picture already.
You already took care of Mr. House? Wow, you work fast.
What was Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe.
That's right.
That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told.
Can actually be done?
Sure. If the chip can be used to reset administrator privileges, it'll be super easy.
Ready for you to join me at the Lucky 38?
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful. Let's go.
And we'll just walk on down the street. And yep, got it right there. The Red Pack, Song Review 6 p.m., Lonesome Drifter 10, Billy Knight, the King of Zing at 4, Hatter and the Ghoul 1 p.m., Bruce Isaac 8 p.m. So I'm watching the dance review go a bit long, but we can see everybody else perform later, and I think we will, just because Billy and Hadron are pretty fun.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? The Securitrons at the fort are on standby. I see a status log here confirming that the Mark II OS upgrade installed correctly. They'll be all set to go once we boost my transmitting power and bring them online with the network. But we'll worry about that later.
Alright, well, you can talk more about the tribes I should get to know. We've got the boomers, they can be ignored. Check the Armeritas. Check with the White Glove Society.
Sorry if that... Don't...
Right, so that leaves us with two groups we have not talked to yet.
Did you see that?
Kinda, yeah. At any rate, there are quite a few quests that we can do. In both of the casinos. But I'm going to go back and talk to Mr. Feeble, now that I've got something that can boost my perception just long enough to make this interesting. And the thing I love about Vegas, everybody is awake the whole time. Still sitting here and it's 2 in the morning.
Howdy.
You look more than just hot. What's the matter?
Sharp eyes on you, all right. We've gone through a heap of trouble to get in town. Ethel says I just need to wet my throat. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around.
What was that about settling a score?
There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid. And I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all.
Well, what else can you tell me about Heck Gunderson?
What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
How's he a threat to other ranchers?
We're honest folk out there. Damn hard to make a living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood.
Well, what do you plan to do?
I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard.
And we can say, I offer to help you, I'll find out for you but not cheaply, or Ethel's right, vengeance only lead to more innocent deaths.
Kid, look around you. There's poison and death everywhere. And people like Heck are responsible for the misery we suffer. What right do they have to continue with their mischief and killing, huh?
You're just giving them the excuse they need.
Hell, a good thrashing is what I want to give them. But I see your point, kid. Things will never change without us good folks. All right, I'm gonna get Ethel far away from this damn city and head back home. There's a worthy life waiting for us there. Thanks for your help, kid. So long.
Just call me kid even though I look as old as he does.
Sorry, but I don't have time to talk right now. I'm going back to the ranch.
No time to chat now, kid. I'm out of this city for good.
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
So, one bold thing to do. Because you can set him up for a rather horrific revenge. But I won't go into the details because it's very unseemly and not doctor-like. So I think that does it for this chapter, which just leaves us the question of do we want to start with the Ultralux or Gamora? And I'm thinking that next time we will go slouching into Gamora. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.